So basically, Atlas heard about the mission, and he was like, you know what? I don't have time to go, but I want to hear about it. I want to see it. So at the same time, he was getting pizza delivered to his meeting from the pizza delivery bot, and the pizza delivery guy opens the door, and Atlas is spark of genius. He convinces the pizza delivery guy to become a cameraman and go on this mission with his outstanding persuasion. And the pizza guy is kind of excited because he really has nothing going on with his life anyway. So he shows up with zero training kind of at the last minute, but he's strapped down. He's got like a tripod on his back. He's got a boom mic going over his head. He's got like 4 GoPros strapped to his head. Lots of camera equipment all over him.
I think it's funnier if he has a wife and family that he just like straight up abandoned.
He has a whole life essential where he's just like, yeah, fuck that.
Well,
No
it's Atlas.
shit.
It's Atlas, so you know.
Yeah.
But I love the idea that like, no, he had a life and was just like, that's a really good idea, Atlas. I'll go do that.
Atlas the homewrecker.
I will say he had a life, but I think he's very bored with, so that's why he's actually almost open to this regardless. But Atlas kind of quickened the thought process for him, where he was just like, "Oh yeah, I'll do that," instead of weighing
Plot
it down.
twist, Atlas just wanted to fuck his wife.
Plot twist. That's true.
Not honestly though, not that he.
Yeah, I was about to say, Atlas could just
Uh,
walk into their house and be like, "Hey, you know, I think
Three-way?
I'd like
Orgy
yeah,
time?
like, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, yes, thank you. We were hoping you'd ask."
Yo.
Actually, as long as we're doing this, I did also give Joe Michael a brief recap of you guys' characters, but if you could just do so real quick, just for the sake of it.
Indian space cowboy tech support guy.
What's his name?
Raymond Smith. Hello, I'm Raymond Smith. I'm here to fix your Honda Civic Windows 10 virus.
What?
Don't worry.
That's a lot of words.
Please
I'll have you know my Honda Civic runs Windows 11.
Yes, so please go to Walgreens and buy $2,000 in gift card.
Yep, and then give me number. And I
That-
fix.
Your Honda Civic runs Windows. Mine runs Ubuntu.
And while this session is going on,
Hey,
and it won't like
Hey
affect
guys,
anything.
hey guys, I have an idea.
And at the same time.
Great minds and all that.
Aw.
This is the awesomest shit. I love this so much.
I'm
Oh.
sad.
I'm gonna cast a big spell.
Oh
Look
my
at that.
God! Holy crap! That's so cool. It persists for a long time.
I'm
No, I'm
dead.
spam clicking it.
Oh,
so
okay.
funny, guys. I'm dead.
Well, gotta go.
Ooh.
Admiral. Grunk. Pleasure to have you here. This is Raymond.
Hello.
Evening.
How are you? Good. Me too.
It still needs some love. Not
I
sure
can see
what
that.
to do about the appendages up front, but it doesn't look like they're necessary for voyage.
Well, I would like to say that it looks like you fucked with it. The doohickey is not in the discombobulator.
Right,
And the
because
dinglehinger is off little.
right, but the doohickey and the dinglinger were letting the tentacles roam freely. Let's say.
Did you not think to hit the reset button?
What reset button?
The one in the back of the doohinger.
There wasn't one there.
Are
Must
you
be a-
sure?
It must be a different model.
Right. Okay.
Have you tried turning it off and back on?
That always works for me. I don't understand.
Okay. Sure. I just wanted to get that interaction going.
So
Yeah, okay, so basically, the two of you working together over the next, like, month or so, bring the ship to the final state we described it as in session 0.
You see, there is a reset button on the back of this.
That wasn't there before.
It grew that. So you're up against a pretty strong guy by the name of Bugo. And as the fight starts, he taunts you with,
You'll go down as easily as everyone else did.
Were any of them women?
All of them.
I don't know.
My bracket was only full of women.
Well, I'm not like any.
A little concerning.
Well, I'm different than them.
Prove
Punch
it.
him in the face. Try to.
Ow, my face! Damn it!
And then he punches you back in the face. Haha. You know, the fight happened. We're not gonna see this out.
I punch you in the face.
What do you say as you win? As he like lies on his back, teeth missing a tooth.
This is why men are pathetic.
Oh my.
Damn.
That's slightly sexist.
I actually find that really offensive to, assign a whole gender as being one thing or another. But I still acknowledge your fighting prowess.
Bugo the Beast.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Say good.
I'd
She-
say
Just
okay.
a typical response.
Yeah.
She signed the Adranian Contract, no?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
She understands that should she reveal any of this information or defect in her duties,
I shoot her.
soul will immediately be.
I love. The
Well, you
idea.
can certainly shoot her soulless corpse.
Oh, okay.
I came up with this just now, but I love the idea
Mhm.
that they call something the Adranian Contract, the Adranian Contract. To not repeat mistakes of the past.
I like that. Nice.
Beautiful.
By the way, just checking here. You don't have any contact with like your parents? Nothing weird going.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
like a
send-
specific clause that is like.
to your parents, right?
I like the idea in this contract. There's an entire page that just describes in absurd detail everything that was going on with Adrian at the time, and at the end it's just a little checkbox of like yes or no. Are you just Adrian again?
Your parents aren't in a separate nation and significant political members of that nation to which you giving information of this mission to them would put national security at risk, correct?
Yes or no?
No. As the three of you step out of the office, followed by Fleck, and begin making your way to that like region of the complex. Let's imagine that once the ship is completed, it was brought to like a space in the training complex.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just like headed down some hallways through some rooms to like a big garage, and on your way, you notice just like some guy, just like a fairly average-looking human
No,
with a camera around his neck.
man. It's a very charismatic smile. Next to a very average.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Of
Aaron.
course, that's fair.
No, the only way this dude gets into the program is if Atlas gets him into the program.
No, you're right. I was gonna describe them in reverse order, but no, you're so right. You notice Atlas and you take him in for about 10 seconds, and then you're like, oh yeah, there's another guy.
Yeah. No,
Um,
it's very much the case of, before we see him, we feel it. Our eyes
Oh, yeah.
drawn through the wall.
Yeah, it's like you're coming to round a corner, and for some reason, as you do so, all of you are like staring at the left wall, and you don't know why until you round the corner and see. So, John Michael, if you want to do your Atlas cameo that we didn't get a chance to do at the end of campaign 2, start RPing.
Oh, what's going on here? Ah, look at you. Look at all of you. No. Fleck, right? Are you the one running the program? Who's running the program?
Hello. Yes, that's my name, Fleck.
Doing very great here. I'm looking at all this, just checking out.
Oh, well, thank you.
and thank you for inviting me to come along.
Of course.
I'm gonna have to decline. I'm busy. But
I'm so sorry
I'd
to hear
love,
that.
I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to see it. Meet Canon. He'll be my eyes, ears, a little bit more. He's gonna be coming along with y'all.
A little bit more.
Fleck is just nodding along, like,
Yeah, treat him with respect. He's a good guy. Delivers pizzas. He knows what he's doing. All right.
Are you sure you don't want to join us?
Let me think
It
about
would
it.
be very nice.
I'm gonna reconsider.
Have you seen the ship? It is quite beautiful.
No, this is quite beautiful.
I
It's,
think the
well, wait a second.
helm would fit you nicely.
Very nicely.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to decline.
Oh.
Sir, I regret. This is deeply unprofessional of me. I've misplaced your name in my records.
I'm Atlas.
Oh, of course. Silly
Atlas.
me.
ATLAS.
Oh, thank you. Yes. He just like pulls out a sheet of paper and writes it down, even though he really doesn't need to.
Right. Some refer to me as maybe a god, maybe leader of
Literally no
Citadel.
one does. Literally no one does, or they die a horrible death.
You don't have to worship me. We've already been over that. That was a previous phase. I've grown out of that since.
But
Here's
Fleck just
my
goes,
credentials. I hand him a sheet that just says I'm Atlas.
Oh, wow!
I imagine
incredible.
I imagine your credentials are a signed photograph of yourself.
Which he frames on his wall.
You can keep that. It's worth 300 GP at the moment. It's going up.
It's
I
Incredible.
call it FT. I like that. I'm dabbling in that stuff.
Non-fungible token.
Mr. Atlas, I regret that you are unable to come along on the voyage. You'd be a valuable asset. Perhaps we should throw a banquet in your honor in place. Maybe a week-long feast.
Week-long feast. I'd appreciate that. A statue of me should be a good substitute.
Admiral,
I won't be able to.
I have a greater conjecture.
Oh, of course.
Let's scrap the name. The VGR1 is trash. I just thought of a much better name.
And what might
The
that be?
Atlas.
Genius!
Genius. Give this guy a rate. I love that. I love that.
Mr. Atlas, if you could, and he pulls out a sheet of paperwork that he's had prepared for years, and it's like the give Admiral Fleck a raise paperwork, and it's just waiting for someone higher up to sign it, and he's like, please, if you could just sign this really quickly, I'd really appreciate that.
No, Fleck. He was
All
talking
but
to
ask
me.
for my signature, my good sir. And I sign it nowhere near where I'm supposed to sign it, thinking I'm just like giving a signature. There you go, buddy.
I'm forever in your debt, Mr. Atlas.
Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it.
Fleck, he was talking to me.
Oh! Well, you also here. You know what? Fleck gives you like half of the raise he just got. Not that it super matters, but it happens.
By the way,
Anyway, my organization, the Collectors, we've taken a huge interest in this voyage. I think it's a great idea. It kind of solves our problems without us having to intervene. But I still want to be a part of it. So here's Canon. I think of him as like a miniature me. A less handsome me.
I'm gonna be honest. You really set this man up for failure because you said compare him to me.
He's great. I love him. And I imagine Canon's just staring up in awe at him.
Sure. What were you gonna say a minute ago, Seth?
If you're watching Laura, she's like has her arms crossed and she's looking at you, but when you look back, she looks in another direction because she doesn't want you to think that she has feelings.
feelings for the Atlas.
Yeah.
Everyone has feelings for the Atlas.
Oh, you're a little shy.
No, I'm not. I'm just shut up.
Don't worry, young
No.
lady. All feel the same.
There's only one man I have my eyes on, and he's a fucking corpse.
Anyway, here's my business card, and it just says Atlas.
Oh, I'll
the
snatch it.
characters.
So fast.
Feel free to contact us. So we do donations. We accept donations. If you need more funding for this voyage, I'm happy. Just contact me. All right.
Well, actually, Great Atlas, there were some modifications I was hoping to make to it, and I think as well a great stenciling of your name along the side would be well worth the budget.
Worth the budget. I agree. That's perfect. Contact. Wait, who handles the notes? It's not Invicta. It's
It's Acedia.
Acedia at the front
Acedia
desk. I'll
bound-
be glad to handle the finances. Okay.
Okay. I hope he's half as great as you are.
I'd say like a quarter.
I don't think he
Maybe a
is.
fifth.
Well, a fifth of infinity is still infinity.
Right, Canon? You good from here? Yeah, I'm great. I'm doing great, Atlas. Well, I think that's all I'm needed for it. Goodbye. I walk away.
Farewell.
Come back.
Visit soon.
Don't leave.
Cannon's just standing here awkwardly now.
Oh, ew. Oh.
I imagine Atlas probably never notices it, but like I imagine there's just like a wave of depression that washes over everyone. Like once you've experienced the high of Atlas, the just trash reality of the world probably doesn't feel great.
To that point, Fleck just kind of like looks down at the ground and is like, well, right, well, everyone, as we all knew, was the plan all along. There were to be 4 members on this voyage. It's unfortunate to find out Atlas won't be able to make it himself,
Right.
but Canon,
I like
it's
that
a
he's
pleasure to
saying that,
make
but
your
there was never an
acquaintance.
invitation.
No, of
There
course
was-
not.
there
No,
was
never. But Atlas said there was, and like he's persuaded. I mean, technically that's deception, but I don't care. It's an Atlas cameo. It's
No.
fine.
I mean, I feel like everyone, like Atlas is a known figure, right?
Hmm.
So it's like, no, there was an invitation sent to him. There's an invitation sent to him for everything.
Oh, of course,
Um,
of course.
An event is being held, and Atlas receives the invitation.
Oh my god, poor. I just imagining Acedia like has to refuse like 10,000 birthday requests a day.
Decline. Who the fuck do you think you are? Decline.
I remember how we I when I wrote the spell Acedia's sending filter, and it had a
Yeah.
thing where it's like if it contains certain keywords, you can just cancel it.
Yeah, Atlas is one of them.
Yeah, the word Atlas. Yeah. God. Anyway, so yeah, everyone looks to Canon expectantly, like for waiting for him to introduce himself.
Hey guys, I'm Canon.
Hello.
I brought my cameras. Just pretend like I'm not here. And I pull out like 8 cameras, and I'm just pointing them at them.
How am I supposed to pretend you are not here when you are here?
Well, first off, don't acknowledge it. I'm recording
Do
right now.
What do you mean, do not acknowledge?
Do you have a subset of arcane or mechanical engineering knowledge that can be of use to us?
Not really, but I'm here to record.
Well, if it's what Atlas wants, I think I'm fine with it.
Of course.
also for historical
I'm not clearly not into. No. Yeah.
Stop it. You aren't fooling anyone.
I'm not supposed to be attracted to men.
I
Why
don't know
not?
why you set that up for yourself. You can just kind of live like you
Atlas
want.
is more than a man, honey. He's more.
Who said this, Canon?
Yep.
Yeah, no, Atlas transcends sexuality. He's Atlas. He is all.
He identifies as Atlas.
Okay, well, we'll strap you into the thingamajig and get your insides all wigamawappy, and we should be
All
good to
right.
head out soon.
Sounds great, boss. Let's go.
Have you vomited blood before?
I have not vomited blood, no.
Well, it will be a new experience.
Just quite fun.
What?
You come to enjoy it.
Yes, it's important, you see, that the ship gets a taste for your blood, so that it knows not to eat you. If it's not
Right,
acclimated,
understood.
then it'll begin to decompose any
Understood.
organic matter within, so...
Right. Digest is the better word, Habbo.
Makes sense.
Oh, if you're in the ship and a panel is loose, don't touch the wet bits underneath. It's like
Don't touch the
super
wet
acid. Yeah.
Super acid.
Um,
Gotcha.
right.
Also, if the wet bits grow a mouth and start to whisper at you, close your ears and run away screaming.
No, Flick, you have to listen to the whispers. It's
I
the
thought-
alert system. We reconfigured the alert system.
Oh,
Yes.
you've made advancements since last time.
Right.
I
So, the ship now has protocols where it will find the nearest crew member and alert them of imminent threat.
I'm pretty sure
So
it's
don't
supposed
stick
to
your
be there.
hand in the mouse, though.
Ship sounds
they-
like
they
all kinds
like-
of fucked up.
Unless you have Cheeto dust on your hands, and then do stick your hand in the mouth.
If you could all try to describe a short scene involving your character and maybe some other ones. Like, what do you think is the most significant thing that happens to your character over these
I would
weeks?
assume we'd probably all get interviewed by Canon.
Yes.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Then that's a great way to do it. Canon.
All right.
Put you on the
Raymond,
spot.
state your name and occupation.
Raymond Smith, I am a cowboy space.
All right, Raymond.
Sorry,
Where'd you
the
come from?
cameras make me nervous.
Raymond, where'd you come from? Come on.
Texas,
And how does that make you feel?
I guess good. I love it there. It's very pretty.
Why do you want to do this voyage?
Because
Side
they made
surfing.
me.
Atlas. Okay.
Oh, yes, because of Atlas.
Because of Atlas, right? Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Okay. Raymond,
What are you writing in? What is that?
what do you mean?
Why you write stuff about me?
It's an interview. I'm gonna write down some notes, Raymond. I'm keeping a log.
Why though?
I'm gonna adjust my boom mic to get a little closer to him
Okay.
because I want to know details. So I'm filming a little documentary here, right?
Oh, like a movie.
Like a movie, Raymond. Exactly.
Nice. I'm going to be superstar.
Sure. Yep. You're gonna be superstar. Exactly. Superstar material. All right. Raymond, do you have any goals for the trip?
Do
Or
not
anything you
die.
wanna see
I
done?
don't want to die.
Not die. You do not want to die. I got you.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, Raymond. All right. Can we bring Grunk into the room?
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye, Raymond.
I leave now.
Okay.
Yep, the door's right there, Raymond.
Oh, okay.
Other left, Raymond.
To the left. Oh. shit.
Raymond, that's the bath. That's the women's bathroom, Raymond.
Oh no. I don't
It's
want to
attached
go
to the
there.
interview room for some reason.
Great privacy.
And Laura's in it.
Yeah. That is quite embarrassing.
Okay, so
Alright.
Grunk, you're brought in.
Hello.
All right, Grunk, state your name and occupation.
Grunk Pengtuk, High Lord of the Pengtuk Estate and lead artificer of the high mystical arts and
Okay.
mechanical endeavors.
Right, and mechanical. Okay. Why are you doing this trip, Raymond? Not Raymond. You're not Raymond. Hang on, backtrack. Can you repeat your name and occupation? I'm cutting that.
Okay. My name is Grunk Pengtuk. I am the High Lord of the Pengtuk and lead artificer of the Arcane Institutes and Magical Mechanical Engineering Colleges.
right, Grok. What makes you want to go on this trip?
Hmm. Well, when one has the opportunity to seek greatness for one's nation, there's really but one option to pursue in that regard.
So,
Now,
Grok, would you say
like
you're a
my
nationalist?
predecessor before me, I have been given quite the opportunity during a time of great strife and war to proceed into an unknown frontier
Okay,
and return
Grok,
with greatness.
bugbear, nationalist. I got you.
With
Okay.
this, I hope that I can help procure victory for my people and leave
Right.
a second lasting legacy for the
Last
Peng Tok.
legacy. Okay, great. Next question. How does this trip make you feel? What are your goals
Hmm.
for you
When I
personally, not for
think
your nation?
in on my feelings and goals in this endeavor, I find myself wondering, why is it that others do not strive to do greatness for their country?
Okay, we're back to this
You know,
nationalist
it
kind
has
of
been
talk.
it has been quite my life's work and achievement to make everything a better place for those in the Atharian dynasty.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So all I've got right now is bugbear nationalist. I think that's gonna sum up the entire interview. I don't want to keep going. All right, Laura,
Wait, there's more I can speak on.
is it gonna be
You
about your
you
realm and your people?
it depends on what the question is. Is it going to be a question about my realm and my people?
Okay, what's your favorite color?
Oh, cerulean blue.
Interesting. Okay.
As you look, everything that can be cerulean blue on him is cerulean blue.
See, what does cerulean blue represent?
Well, my master is Caligos.
I'll be right back.
Calibus. Shit.
God damn it, Aaron!
Look. All right. I'm sorry.
My master, Calibus the Great Worm, was quite the influence on me in my younger years. After I passed the entrance exam and lifted myself out of the slums of Veragax, he took keen interest in me when I was let into the Pengtuk Institute. Through
I see.
his tutelage, I have gained quite the mastery on the arcane, especially
Tutelage.
in the realms of conjuration, being
Interesting.
second only to Calibus in my practition of the arts of
Right.
conjuration. I have mastered the summoning of such elementals as this.
And I'll
That's great.
extend my hand out. I assume you're recording, right?
I am recording.
Yeah, good
I've
thing
got
he
like
has
a
no idea
tripod
what.
set up.
Yeah, he has no idea about recording equipment. So in his hand, effectively, a sun appears. It is just blinding, like genuinely blinding, and honestly, probably burns out your camera's lens.
I'm back.
Okay, put that away. God. Okay, I don't think we can use that.
What do you mean?
That thing right there, that's recording. You know what recording is?
Uh, to transcribe notes, yes.
Well, this visually transcribes notes, right, man? So this is going to enable a
How?
playback.
Through what magic means?
It's no magic. That lens,
You're lying.
Okay, Grok. I think that's going to conclude our interview.
Grunk.
Grok,
Grunk, not
Grok,
Grok.
Grok,
Not
Grok.
Grunk.
You are
I will
intoxicated.
turn you into a cockroach and step on you if you mispronounce my name. It is High Lord Grunk.
Hi, Lord Grok.
Grunk.
Grok. That's what I'm saying. I'm picking up what you're laying down, Grunk. I got you.
His eye twitches a little, and he'll he'll think a bit and twirl his fingers, and the tripod will just start moving on its own as he casts animate object on it.
What are you doing, Grunk? Grunk, that's my tripod. That's expensive equipment. Grunk.
I don't know what you speak of. The magic within it seems to be moving on its own.
It's not magical, Grunk. It's a piece of
It's
equipment.
objectively
I could see you
magical.
twirling your
Look
fingers,
at
Grunk.
it.
Grunk, I'm
I'm
looking
just
at you.
saying.
Okay, that's great. Beautiful interview, Grunk. You did great. Laura, good dismiss.
And then
Door's right there.
boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
Like, and I'm like, okay, how big is the chair?
Not big
I
enough.
imagine it's just a foldable chair.
Yeah, it
what is
would
the
break.
standard? What is the standard form that Laura takes?
She's 6'2". But she's like incredibly buff. Kind of
Wow.
you know, remember buff version of Buff Biscuit's buff form? That's how I imagine.
I imagine
Jesus
her as like
Christ.
the.
That's
The-
not buff. That's not buff, Seth. That's swole.
Swole.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Wow. All right, Lori, don't miss many meals, do you? Okay, honey, talk to me. Why are you going on this mission? Oh wait, sorry. State your name and occupation.
Lore de Lora. That is my stage name, and I am.
Stage name. Are you like a WWE wrestler? What's going on?
It's. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
My occupation is that I'm going to, I guess, be the offense.
Be the offense. Yeah, I can see that.
Right.
All right, Laura. What made you want to do this trip?
Well, you see, I want to show women that they can be wherever they want to be if they set their mind to it.
Right.
And that.
Okay, I like that.
And maybe if there's like a different world or something out there that has places that women are oppressed, I probably could help them.
There's plenty of places where women are oppressed. All right, I got you.
Yeah.
Picking up what you're laying down, Laura.
Most women on dates with Canon feel oppressed.
Who said that?
Well, Laura, would you call yourself a feminist?
What?
Would you call yourself a feminist?
Yeah.
All right, Laura, feminist. All right.
If you're not actually writing this shit down, John Michael, I'm going to be very upset.
I got it, some of it recorded, so
Yeah, but you should be actually writing this shit down. That'd be so good.
To have like piles
a lot
of notes.
down.
Laura,
Hmm?
feminist.
Hang on. What did I say for you, Patrick? Is Grunk nationalist?
Bugbear
Likes
nationalist.
Great Worm.
Yeah, Bugbear Nationalist.
Bugbear
I don't know if
nationalist.
you specified anything for Raymond, but
You didn't ask Grunk where he was from.
I didn't really need to. He told me through his favorite color. actually. Okay, Laura. Well, I'm excited to have you on the trip. I'm excited to be on the trip. Is there anything else you got for me? Any goals, aspirations, personal needs for the trip?
I guess if you guys can like make it, are you the one that's gonna design the inside of the ship?
No.
Okay, well I don't really have anything else.
My
Alright,
God,
well-
I did not know I needed a bigger door for this woman.
We
only have
made-
twin-sized beds.
Then redoing
like,
the whole engine?
I have a arcane laboratory and research facility created in the hole. But is there anything else that you would find?
I'm gonna
Um,
personally gonna be going through myself and installing a couple little cameras here and there just to catch anything I
No.
don't catch.
Not in
No.
the bathroom, I hope.
We gotta catch everything.
Unauthorized alterations to the ship will result in immediate expulsion from it.
just give me
Okay,
some.
well- Can I have your authorization?
No.
Okay. Got it.
Let me write that down.
Let me write that down real quick. Grunk, bugbear, nationalist, likes great worm, very combative.
Likes what? What did you say I like?
Worm.
Great worm. Oh yeah.
Okay. Anything else from anyone? Raymond?
If I get a computer
Well-
set up to do some of my editing,
A what?
computer.
Well, it's a computer. What do you mean you don't know what that is?
Raymond, you obviously do tech support. How do you not know what that is?
I know what that is.
I don't.
I like the idea that in the last like 500 years since campaign 1, Sigil has just developed modern technology and it just hasn't trickled down to the prime material plane at all. But anyway, sorry.
Apparently, we run things different here in Sigil. All right, that's fine. I got my own laptop.
A what?
It's a laptop. What do you mean you don't know? I will say that the way you constructed the engine in the fly thing, that you call ship, that's what you call, it is running off of what you say, magic.
Right.
I don't operate that way.
So you use more
Like pistons and cogs.
so clerical arts?
No, no. I wouldn't call it much of an art. It's just, the way things move and physics.
Fizz what?
Never mind. Whatever. I will make adjustments to the engine along the way on our trips.
Okay.
Because it probably will not fly very far on the way you have it.
It should fly perfectly well. The Arcane engine and the Sun reactor are perfect to spare.
Right, but Arcane is not very reliable.
What is more reliable than Arcane?
No Arcane.
Well, then you don't have a functioning arc reactor.
I'm very true. I will not have
I'd like
one of
to
those.
imagine on the way over, it's like a B12 swaps it, like a PlayStation.
Toss one there real quick.
I also assume, like, I know we're having this in-character discussion, but this probably happened months ago.
Oh yeah, it's fine. The timing is whatever. This is also a good time to bring up that I forgot to mention this before, but Shane, you have a -2 to magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, which shouldn't matter, but it is the case. But anyway.
Because I looked at the engine and I do not know what is going on. Like, what is
I
this?
also I love the idea that like Takeshi innovated and started what this world considers as like a mechanical engineering, but it's very much magic based mechanical engineering.
Yeah, and Raymond is so
pistons-
confused.
Right, pistons work through magic. There is no compression of a piston. It's the piston uses magic to move up and down.
Right.
And so like pistons exist, but pistons in anti-magic field do not.
Right. or like it's like Raymond can look at it and be like, okay, I can see the wires. This carries energy, but you don't plug it in anywhere. It all just funnels back to like this glowing orb. I don't understand.
Confusing.
There's no, it doesn't plug in the wall and it powers itself and other stuff. What the fuck? It's like the engine's arc reactor is effectively just a Dyson sphere, but it's a free-floating, like mirrored globe that just produces power, and there's no
Right.
real like, how the fuck?
I don't understand why they're expending so much energy to make these 5 components levitate. I also don't see where the jet engines are.
I love the idea as well that like
Where's the fuel?
when Raymond got pulled in, he told them that he's proficient with firearms. So like, oh cool, yeah, no problem. And they hand you like it's effectively in the shape of a gun, but when you open it up, there's no firing pin, there's no mechanisms like that. Pulling the trigger creates a magic spark in the bullet, which propels it forward. No gunpowder, no firing pins, none of that shit. It's just magic go boom.
The technicians like immediately like start scampering around like as they gather their things up, being like, "What the hell happened? How did it get in there? How did they know?" What do you all do?
Fix
I
the
got
ship
it. Don't
as
worry.
fix the ship as we can.
Right,
we
sure
have
thing.
I'll pull out a pocket watch.
we have 37 minutes to launch.
Okay. Let me just get my power tools. Oh my God, why is Jeremy dead?
Oops, my bad.
Don't worry about him. Worry about the mission.